It's Shubes, some of you guys know me as No Shed, and this is Spurs Video Podcast. Sorry, I'm a bit late doing this. I had to go to a wedding, not my own, unfortunately. Shahzad and Sabina. Wish you guys a lot of happiness. So, speaking of things that shouldn't make me happy, that bring me happiness, Tottenham, although they didn't today. It was an interesting game, and I'm going to give a shout out to Silver Ace Titan, and thank you for waiting so patiently. I watched the game. We were very much half and puff, but Eriksen's ability to see that pass was so badly missed today. Without him, we were moving the ball, we were knocking it about, but when you're knocking that ball about, it has to have pace and purpose. And if it hasn't got either of that, you are really going to struggle. Excuse me while I fix myself a nice ice cream sundae. It's 30 degrees. It's bloody hot here, really, really hot. But no, it was definitely not the best game, and but then Dele Alli came on. There was a lot of positivity towards him, kind of like the anti-Lamella almost. And this goes out to a certain Miss Ellie Fu, who is living in somewhere much hotter than this in Los Angeles. So I hope you're enjoying living in LA, Ellie. But as an engineer, from my Latin, to engineer is to basically make something from nothing. Well, that's what I thought Lamella could and was meant to be able to do, but clearly wasn't able to do today. He really, really laboured, and I know he is your boy, but so yeah, if you can engineer a case as to why we shouldn't be, being evils on him, I'd love to hear it. But no, I mean, Dele Alli played well. I thought. I mean, this is the thing. Throughout the game, our passing was woeful. There was an early bit of moment, and either Kyle Walker just miscontrolled it, or he misread the pass, and it went. We just weren't in sync. It's like we had a really bad case of the yips. And I mean, some of the passmen, Lamella literally played a horrible pass, and then within seconds, their speed in the counter was killing us, and we had no speed to offer. We also had speed in, say, Kyle Walker, but he's our only speed merchant. Clearly, there's a lack of pace in that team, and we've got to resolve that. But what I couldn't work out is that, so you're Jan Vertonghen, you're meant to be a good reader of the game. Riyad Mahrez, he'll look to cut it on his left, so show him onto his right. Just keep cutting it. All you had to do was cut the angle, turn your body, shimmy, shimmy. Now, it's easy for me to say I'm a nobody in football. But that's what my theory is. I mean, I'm just thinking it shouldn't be that hard. I mean, to be totally fair, Ryan Mason was clambering back, so I can't imagine it was that easy. And clearly, he's looking at someone who's going to play on side. So, but it was a good strike. I mean, to be totally fair, they should have had a penalty in the first half. So, for me, what should have been 1-0 win to Leicester's really, or at least 2-0 win to Leicester's. We were lucky to get a draw. I felt overall, I don't think they created many chances. I think they could have had a penalty. Luckily, the referee didn't spot it. But no, I don't think we were that good either. Things have to improve. Clinton, maybe he's only just started training with us, for this last week. But I know maybe he only got his clearance. What was it? Yesterday or something. So clearly he set up his tactics. He's been working into training, so you just can't bring him in. Hopefully we'll see him next week. Hopefully we'll see Trippier and Rose back. Hopefully we'll see, Trippier and Rose playing, because Walker didn't have a terrible game, but he just hasn't got the crossing ability. And Davies, try as hard as he might, he just couldn't, doesn't have that little burst of pace just to, beat the fullback and put a pass in. I don't think Mason was terrible. I don't think Dyer was dire, but he's clearly not a defensive midfielder. He hasn't got that radar to know when the pass is. So, and there was moments when you're thinking, oh, he's going to break away, but he's not a two-way player. He's not going to be able to, kill the tackle. Oh, he'd be a better defensive midfielder and better defender than, say, I don't know, Luka Modric would have been, clearly. But just in terms of being able to launch a counter-attack, first of all, even if he had launched a counter-attack, who the hell was there to pass to? So, anyway, going to enjoy my beautiful, I love this ice cream. It's a hazelnut gelato. It's honestly, gelato is one of my favourite things in the world. So I'm going to enjoy that. A bit of watch match of the day, and I hope you enjoy this podcast. So yeah, this is YouShubes, and this is for Silver Ace Titan, and and reach it. If you get a chance, check out Tottenham podcast. Check out a Twitter mate of mine, Sam Zed, does the Hotspur America podcast, and some. There's a guy who came all the way from North Carolina he went to Leicester to watch the game. So, respect to him. So respect from London to North Carolina. And as always, come on, you Spurs.